Okay guys, before this video starts, I want to say that this is not a proper Conspiracy Cats video. Obviously this is some sort of channel update. I will be back with a normal video this Sunday, but if you want to hear what I've got in store, keep watching. Mulder and Scully, Batman and Robin, Sherlock Holmes and John Watson, Bill and Ben, those two guys who made those adverts about that phone number. The world is full of mystery-solving, crime-fighting duos. It certainly is, and I wish I was part of a mystery-solving, crime-fighting duo. I need a Mulder to my Scully, you know what I mean?
Hello?
Hey, is that, Ranty?
Yep, it's Ranty. Who is this?
It's me, your old mate, Kat.
My old mate, Kat?
Yeah, it's me, you know, your pal, your buddy, your compadre, your partner. You know who I am.
Ah, yeah, you're a dickhead.
Yeah, listen, mate, I'm filming this. Can you just play along, please?
Yeah? What do you want?
Listen, I've had an idea. I want to do a show, you know, something just for fun, not flat earth related at all. Something just for fun where we get guests on maybe and we talk about fantastical stories.
Fantastical stories like the Globe, you mean?
No, mate, I don't mean the Globe. I mean, like, fantastical stories, the type that you might get on the X-Files, only, you know, not real. And then maybe we could give our opinions on them at the end. And anyway, talking about the Globe, haven't you already settled that argument for us? Yeah, I don't know if you remember that video, mate, but that's definitely probably my #1 Globe proof.
So come on, Cats, what are you really calling me for?
Okay, mate, well, I'll cut to the chase. What I want to do is I want to get a guest on the show that can tell me and you an amazing story, maybe a paranormal story or a supernatural story or a story to do with UFOs. And what I will do is I'll use my BSc, my Bachelor's of Science degree, I'll use my Master's of Science degree, I'll use all the experience I've gathered over the last 20 plus years of teaching science, and I'll see if I can come up with a rational explanation to explain what they've witnessed. And you can give your opinion too. How's that sound?
Okay, I'll give it a go. But as soon as you start getting on my tits, it's over, baldy fat.
Right, fantastic. I'll count you in. Now, if you like podcasts like Coast to Coast AM or Jim Harrell's Campfire, and you want to listen to somebody tell us a fantastical story and have me see if I can decipher what might be going on underneath using a little bit of science and logic, and if you want to hear Ranty's opinion on it as well, then here is where you can find us. Simply go to Spotify, search for Almost Unbelievable, and we're the only one that comes up. Now, this show is going to have nothing to do with Flat Earth, and it's not a debate show. It really is just a short little 20 to 30 minute podcast that you can listen to in your car. But that doesn't mean that Conspiracy Cats is going anywhere. I will be back this Sunday with a new video, and I will be here hopefully more regular than ever, certainly after Christmas anyway. So check out the link in the description, and if you fancy listening to the podcast, give it a go. Thank you very much. And now, if you want to know what it sounds like, here's a little taster.
In a world where anything is possible, in a world where the normal and the paranormal reside, Almost Unbelievable brings to you the stories you want to hear, but fear to hear. Join us in the pit. You have joined the Almost Unbelievable podcast with Cats and Ranty. I am Ranty. Are you there, Cats?
I absolutely am here, Ranty. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and I'm really looking forward to the guests that we've got on today and the story that they've got to tell us. How are you doing, Ranty?
I'm feeling warm. I'm feeling warm in this pit, but it sure is going to get hotter. We have a guest standing by who's going to tell us a poltergeist / shadow demon story that's going to make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Certainly does sound scary, Ranty. But before we start, I do want to point out to anyone who's new to the podcast, if you want to check out the links in the description to this podcast, you'll be able to find all the places in which you can get in touch with us. And we would love to hear from you if you've got a story of your own and you want to come on and share it. But before we get to introducing the guest, Ranty, I want to start with some statistics. What percentage of Americans do you think they've seen a ghost?
70%.
70%, a little higher though, Ranty. The 18% of Americans believe that they've seen a ghost. But interestingly enough, 29% of Americans believe that they've somehow been in contact with the dead without seeing a ghost. For example, through a psychic or a medium or something like that. What about the demographics? Who do you think is more likely to believe they've seen a ghost, a male or a female?
I would say male.
And you would be right. Out of all the people who claim to have seen a ghost, 56% of them were male. So there you go.
Well, that was some interesting statistics there, Cats, and a very interesting statistic about male and female. However, today's guest is a female, and we are joined by Yalon. Yalon, are you there?
Good morning.
Hello, Ray. You have a very interesting tale to tell us. Would you like to take it away?
Sure, no worries. Okay, so this happened, it was probably the beginning of June, the instance that I wanted to share, and that was it actually happened to my daughter. She's 16. She's coming into our room. It was probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. She was shaking. She crawled into the bed between her dad and I, and we were just like, well, what is going on? And she said, there was something in my room. And I was like, can you, what do you mean? Like, as a human being, like, what is going on? We need to, dad needs to clear the house then. And she was too afraid to tell us, but we were prodding her insistently, and she knew she was not going to get back to sleep. So she decided to tell us. She said that she was in her room. She was asleep, and she woke up. She said, I was able to move. She said, I know it's not sleep paralysis, Mom, because I could move. And I said, okay, well, what? And she said, well, I looked over in the corner of my room, and I saw this black looking almost like a female figure with these black spikes coming off the top of her head and a very long snake-like tongue coming from her mouth, almost hissing at me.
And if you want to know how that story ends and how I try and explain it away using a bit of science, then please check out the full podcast. It's Almost Unbelievable on Spotify. And if you're not interested, don't check it out. Win or win a chicken dinner either way.